Cool.
All right. I'll let you go first this time. We're going to do snake draft again, back and forth. Top golf club manufacturers. Nike, I'm going to say, is in play because there's still a lot of people who use Nike. If you would like to use them, are you good with that?
Sure, they're not. They wouldn't even stiff my top five if they're still in. Still a
Woo!
current manufacturer, so we can go from there. But I'll kick us off. Got to take the cream of the crop. They've never really used their clubs, but Titleist is number one. Um, you know, through from putter all the way to drivers, they've always put out a good product. Throw in the Pro V1 as well. They're pretty unstoppable. So Titleist has got to be number one for me to kick off the draft.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Titleist, probably the most recognizable name brand in golf, I would say. They would not be my number one. I'm going to go, actually, this might be a sneaker for some people. Ping. Ping is going to be my number one selection. It's a great name, great logo. A lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of golf clubs, they are all based off the Ping styles. Like Ping is the brand and golf club manufacturers. They're the best. Ping is my number one pick.
First cavity back irons. Um, the Ping Answer has been, that was like the original blade putter. I mean, there's a ton of history with Ping. The other thing with Ping, that was almost my number one as well. I'm a Ping guy as well as the Ping golf bag. I mean, the hoofer, that is high school golf through and through. And then they still
It's the
make the best
best.
golf bags. So I think that's a great
Agreed.
pick. All right.
Thank you.
My number two, I'm going to go TaylorMade.
Mm.
Uh, I think we both played TaylorMade drivers, if I remember correctly. I've always loved their woods. I think they're awesome. They always make really cool stuff. When they came out with the R11 all white driver, I thought that was the coolest driver ever. And I think the rest of their stuff is really good too. Um, like the spider putter I had for a little while, I think that's been huge on tour, and a lot of people use those. And irons as well, P790, P770s, those are blowing up. Love TaylorMade. They've got a lot of good stuff out there.
No doubt the best marketing company within golf. They market the crap out of the clubs and they're very
Tiger,
good at it.
Tiger, Scotty. I didn't even think of who they have on staff as well. That's another thing to think about.
Rory,
Yeah, they got
Morikawa, like they got a
yeah.
lot of studs out there. So, all right, number two for me, I'm gonna go Callaway. Callaway, great irons, good stuff just across the board. Steady, I would say. Callaway is just really steady. They've got some good stuff with the golf balls too. So yeah, I think Callaway is probably the most least recognizable brand. I've played Callaway clubs in the past. So Callaway is my number two.
Cool. I agree. Great. They offer some good stuff. I will say I thought they had shit for the longest time. When about the last 10 years or so, I think they really stepped it up. I think the Epic was their first good driver that I liked. Before that, I thought they were really
Yeah.
bad, but they've always been really good. Um, all right, I don't know if you're going to allow this one because
Oh,
it's under the Titleist umbrella.
oh no.
Scotty Cameron.
Oh man.
Are you going to allow that or no?
It's the play's under review right now. Can we get a
Okay,
full ref
I'll move
timeout?
on. I'll move on. I'll move on. All right,
You know
number
what?
three.
I'm gonna say yes. I'll allow it.
Because then I could have
That's
just
a
said a
great call.
cushion. I could have just said a cushion and taken the whole gambit
Yeah,
of Titleist products. But yeah, I'll do Scotty
great
Cameron.
point.
Scotty Cameron, it's the number one putter in golf. They're so badass. Everyone in high school golf who thought they were good at putting but sucked had one. But they're great. They make such cool putters. I've actually never had one. I've always kind of wanted one, but yeah, I love Scotty
Really?
Cameron putter. Yeah,
Wow, that's shocking.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I use a Scotty right now too. That's like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna take the answer." Like it's a pain, but Scotty Cameron has developed his own brand so much. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, I dig it. I'm kind of jealous that I didn't think to use Scotty Cameron as well. So let's see, number three for me. I'm kind of torn here, T Bone. I'm gonna go Mizuno. In my
Mhm.
opinion, Mizuno makes the second best irons out there because I think Ping at the end of the day still makes the best irons. But Mizuno irons are second best in my opinion and probably the most underrated. Mizuno irons are fantastic. They never really sign the big names, so that's why I think they don't get the love that they deserve on tour. But I love Mizuno. Played Mizuno for like 10 years for irons, so big fan. Mizuno is my number three pick.
Mizuno's great. The blades, Mizuno blades, the coolest looking clubs ever.
Yeah.
Any
See,
year they
that's what I
make
was
them,
thinking.
yeah,
Like, yeah, people might say that, oh, I'm reaching for number three with Mizuno, but if you're familiar with those irons and those blades, wow, they're so good.
yep, yep. All right, I don't want to do another loophole here with taking Vokey, so I've done enough Titleist. Um,
Oh, if you Vokies, a definitely no go.
I'll leave that off the table. Um, so this brand kind of sucks, but it has a soft spot in my heart because it was my first real set of irons. I'm gonna go with Cobra. Um,
Wow.
Cobra was my first set of irons. I think the Baffler Cobra hybrids back in the day were really great clubs. Um, Nowadays, I don't know about their irons. They fucked around with the single length irons with Bryson. I was just like, guys, come on. You can't be
Yep.
doing this. But I have hit their woods. I like them a lot. Um, Kyle Berkshire, long drive world champion, is a big Cobra guy. Uh, I think there's some people on tour that are, like Lexi Thompson, I guess, is that they kind of have Bryson, formerly Bryson, I guess, but I guess they kind of have like the bomb it mentality. So I've liked their woods. I don't think I'll ever buy them at this point, but kind of has a soft spot in my heart too with my first set of irons. So yeah, I'll go number 4 Cobra.
Definitely known for their woods. Irons, not good. Everything else, not so good. Apparel, look, they had Ricky for a while, but it's just not my style. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
but halfway decent drivers, just not for me. But yeah, look, it's not a bad pick that they're on the list. So it's
Yeah.
not too bad. All right, T Bone, for my fourth, man, I don't know which direction I want to go in here. I don't think, but I got to go with something.
It's getting a little ticky
See,
tacky with once you
see,
get past 3.
yeah, once you get past three, people, I feel like these brands are more known for something. One
Yeah.
particular, if whether it be a ball, an iron, a wedge, driver, whatever it is, kind of what we were just saying for Cobra. Yikes. Okay, I just got to pick one. I'm going to go Cleveland. Cleveland Golf wedges are unbelievable. The wedges really were the premier wedge before, especially the Vokey came along. Everybody used Cleveland wedges. They were a big VJ sponsor as well. So I think Cleveland Golf, they've stood the staple of time long enough to where I think they deserve to be on this list.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good pick. They've wedges for sure. Um, I think it's like hit or miss with anything else they come out with. And yeah, definitely have their niche in wedges. So I think for a 4 spot, it's not a bad pick.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All
Round
right,
us out, T Bone.
wrapping us up, number 5. I don't like picking this one. It I kind of feel I don't know. I'll give my reasoning on why I'm picking it. But number 5, I'm going to go PXG, Parsons
You
Extreme Golf.
I couldn't tell if that's where you were going with it, man. Unbelievable. Tell me
Yeah.
why. Tell me why.
So their club, maybe not their clubs, but their irons have a lot of similarities to Ping, which I like a lot. I want to say they brought in a high up engineer design guy to help with PXG Club. So
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, their marketing I like a lot. I always when I'm watching the Golf Channel locally, they're like free fittings or like this. latest models $300, like fully customized. I'm like, damn, like I don't really hear that from other manufacturers, and even in the Houston area, they've opened up PXG stores, so I think that's pretty cool. Haven't been to any, but with all that said, I don't like spending, or I wouldn't like spending $400 on an iron or $300 on an iron. It's outrageous, but I do think it's pretty impressive that they just kind of jumped into the golf equipment space and made a pretty big impact pretty quick. They've signed a lot of tour guys, that are using their stuff and they're kind of hanging around. But one thing that's actually funny about PXG, so the founder is the founder of GoDaddy.com. And he said he was spending $200,000 a year on golf equipment trying to find something he liked. So figured he'd start his own brand. $200,000 a year on golf equipment. So I guess he had to make up for those costs somehow. But yeah,
What?
PXG Roundup. I don't know how that's even possible. Um, so
Yeah,
yeah,
don't go around telling people that, or people will get mad.
yeah.
Wow, that is crazy town. I didn't realize. I knew, yeah, I knew it was some guy who just like wanted to start his own golf company, and yeah, he poached a bunch of the top guys at other golf companies, top engineers. Yeah, they're definitely one of the more well known brands outside of like TaylorMade, uh, Titleist, uh, Callaway, and then whoever was on our list. They're very well known, but I know one person who uses PXG clubs, and I think he's about to get rid of them. Take it for that as you will. So, uh, look, in terms of popularity, not a bad pick, T Bone. Not a bad pick at all. I think that's a good list that you got. Good list that you got,
Appreciate
man.
that.
So for my fifth one, I'm gonna go a little bit different direction here. I hope this is okay. I'm gonna go FootJoy.
Mm, I don't think I can allow
What? I love Scotty Cameron.
it. I had FootJoy written down, but I was like, it's not equipment. Um, I guess technically it is, but then I was thinking shirts and stuff too. And if it was allowed, it would probably be top three for me.
Mm, I was thinking more gloves. Gloves equipment.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But
Well, I definitely see what you're saying here. So, okay, if I had to pick a 5B outside of this, man, well, dadgum, that was my pick. Let's see. I'm gonna base this. I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna go Strixon. I thought about doing Bridgestone, but Bridgestone only just does their golf balls. So, like, obviously, Tiger plays that, right? I think Bridgestone is some of the best golf balls out there on the market, but they don't have
I
much
feel like
else. Actually,
they
I'm gonna
make
take it back.
clubs, but they're. Go ahead. Go
Okay, I'm gonna take all that back. I might cut it. My fifth pick, I'm gonna go with Ben Hogan Golf Company.
ahead.
I tell you what, no lie, I had
Texas
a Ben
roots.
Hogan 7 wood in high school, and I could not miss with that thing. That was one of the most reliable clubs in my bag, a 7 wood, and I had that thing for years. Even when I like really started swinging hard at it, I still had that regular flex 7 wood in my bag. So it was that perfect number that I needed.
Yeah.
Look, I kind of with Cleveland, Ben Hogan Golf has been around for a long time, and they have withstood the test of time. The clubs are actually very underrated, and so I'm gonna go Ben Hogan Golf Company for my number five.
So if
Ben
I
Hogan Golf
remember
Clubs.
correctly, they like I don't know if they shut down for a little bit and rebranded, but their headquarters and I think like manufacturing facilities is all in Fort Worth, and this is probably in the last 5 to 10 years. And I agree, their clubs have been awesome. The Texas roots are strong, so I don't think they have much advertising or publicity outside of Texas very much. But I feel like they were really big in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, kind of went away. I guess you had the 7 wood, but No, interesting pick was not on my radar at all. So
Oh
I don't
man,
expect it.
this
Any
might be a
honorable?
mistake. I'm having the research team in my ear here, and it said that the company officially shut down in July 2022. So, man, thank you, research guy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we may have to
That
let you
is
take
tough.
it, Joy.
I'm gonna go back to Strixon for my fifth
Yeah.
one then. Strixon, look, Strixon, they have cool looking hats, good golf balls. They actually do create halfway decent clubs. It's not the best, but halfway decent. So yeah, that's why okay, fine. This is very roundabout way of saying Strixon's my pick.
Love it, love it. We'll have
Uh,
to we'll have to post these on Instagram or something and do a vote from the fans.
that's right. That's right. We definitely who was not on my list was Wilson Golf. I'm looking at you, Garzon Lopez. You know.
uh, yeah. Any other missing? Top Flight, Wilson. I was thinking like
I'm not
maybe Odyssey with kind of the Scotty Cameron comparison, but yeah, there really are kind of the main players of the space. But after that third pick or so, it's just kind of like, what do I hate the least?
That's right. Yeah, Bridgestone, as we talked about, Club Cars listed here. That's weird. There are also some international brands that I'm not,
Club
or
car would have been
international.
interesting. That would have been a wild card pick to
Yeah,
throw in. I
right.
kind of like it though. I kind of like it.
Or yeah, Pinnacle is another
Hanma,
one.
Hanma.
Hanma. Oh, dude, have you ever hit Hanma clubs?
No,
There was a guy in high school that I played with who had Hanma clubs and pretty clean,
it
pretty
was
clean.
Justin Rose's worst year on tour when he signed with them. That's all I know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He got paid too. And that was right after he won the U.S. Open, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Man,
Um, Alien Wedge, Alien Golf,
mm, that's right. Oh, sorry.
the
Shout
Hammer,
out
Jack
to
Hammer. You remember Jack Hammer?
maybe. Oh my gosh, you're messing with me now. It's like when Bryson named his clubs. That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like. Uh,
Yeah.
also shout out to friend of the pod, uh, Terry Kaler, Edison Golf Wedges. So go check him out. Edison Golf Wedges. He was on the podcast, did a full like 30, 45-minute phone call with him. Actually went back and listened to that the other day. Pretty awesome. He did a
Are
really
they in
good
Fort
job.
Worth?
They're based in Texas, yes. I think they're in Fort Worth.
I think I've heard
So his
about them.
big thing is customizable wedges.
Yeah.
Getting fitted for wedges. A lot of people don't get fitted for wedges. They'll get fitted for irons, drivers, the whole thing. But you actually use your wedge more in a round than you would almost any other club. So
Yeah.
pretty interesting. So go check out Edison Wedges. Pretty big fan. I might
Nice.
get some. I need some new ones.